Hello, I'm Jeffrey Lynn, one of the Munson Fellows. This is a quick guide to four-year planning. With your class registration well underway, it's vital that you be thinking not only about the next semester's courses, but also what you want your academic pursuits during your 4 and change years to look like. First, I want to emphasize that you aren't making a four-year plan to which you'll be contractually bound. In fact, it's made to be deleted, added to, shared for advice, or stressed over. That's the joy of undergraduate studies, having freedom in varying amounts depending on your major to explore and discover your interests. Creating a four-year plan clarifies and structures your thinking process about this and allows you to better see where and when you may have more freedom. In addition, it's especially helpful for planning minors, double majors, studies abroad, internships, and other more unique circumstances. So let's dive in to how you four-year plan for courses. So I've begun to share my screen, and the best place to start is with courses you know you have to take during your time at UD, depending on your major or program. Now, there are a few places you can find these courses. The first is your degree audit. So I start from the UDSIS homepage, and I click Degrees and Advisement, and look on the left-hand drop-down menu for degree audit. Now, for your current program, you'll see all of your required courses, giving you a clear idea of what you need to complete. The problem is it's hard to know exactly when you should be taking these courses. Thankfully, there are resources for that. I'll first direct you to the undergraduate course catalog. On the left-hand menu, click Programs, and you'll see a list of every available major, minor, and other course of study. Let's choose Chemical Engineering. So here we are at Chemical Engineering. Now at the top, you'll see, please refer to the four-year plan for departmental recommended path towards graduation. Now you have a general, and I do stress that it's general, a general outline of the typical four-year plan for your major as recommended by the department. At the end of this presentation, I'll include a helpful spreadsheet link where you can easily organize your courses into a four-year plan. Now, what if you don't have a four-year plan listed? So I'll give you the example of biochemistry. So I find biochemistry here, and as you can see, at the top where there would normally be a link provided to find the recommended four-year plan, there isn't one. So there's a simple fix. What I do is I simply go to my search engine, and I have typed in here the UDEL Biochemistry four-year plan. Click on the first link, and here we are. So you have a pretty good idea of what required courses you have to take and when you might take them. You've loaded them into a four-year plan template like the one I have here. And I'll provide a link to this four-year template at the end of the video. Now, once you've established that backbone of required courses and their times, you should be able to see where you might have more freedom to add electives or pursue minors, majors, or other programs. Now, perhaps the best place to explore your options is the What If report. So I will return to UDSIS, back to the home page. And now I go again to Degrees and Advisement. And here to the What If report. So let's walk through the initial stages of what this What If report is. I click Create New Report, and here there's some information that is specific to me. So I'm an undergraduate. The catalog year always lists the year you began studies at the university, but I would change this now to 2021 spring semester to account for any changes that may have occurred in the program requirements. Now here at the bottom, the program scenarios will be set up based on your current majors and minors, but these are easily changed. So currently I have a biological sciences BS, biochemistry. and I'm a student in the College of Arts and Sciences. I can change this to something like engineering and see some of the options here. So once you generate this report, it'll walk you through the requirements for the programs you entered, including the progress you would have already made if you were a part of the program, and the courses you would still have to take. This is a helpful tool, especially for planning additional majors or minors. Then, using the courses search, a tool you should all now be familiar with, you can get more specific information on these courses. Often, with careful analysis of what-if reports, the course catalog, and department-specific resources, you will be able to fulfill requirements for various programs at the same time. This frees up more credit hours to pursue other interests. So, you are now equipped with the basic tools required to begin four-year planning on your own. However, it is always prudent to speak with your academic advisors to make sure you're staying on track to graduate. Hopefully this is a resource you have already taken advantage of. I once again return to UDSAS and 2 degrees in advisement. And now again on the left-hand side menu, I'm in advisors. Now, if you're looking for more honors specific advice, perhaps you're thinking of pursuing an honors degree with distinction, or you're just concerned about meeting honors requirements in 4 years. To locate our tremendous honors staff, you can simply search UDEL Honors and continue in this way. Click on the tab here. And find our Honors College staff. The last thing I'll go over is a brief tutorial on the 4-year planning template I am providing. First, here is a QR code for you to add the template to your Google Drive. You can pause your video and take a photo of this QR code. The 4-year plan template then is relatively straightforward and self-explanatory. I received this template from my advisor last year and have been using it ever since. Now, much of the components are optional, such as some of these boxes above, and depend on your needs and preferences. So let's take a look at some examples here. Fall 2020 is pretty easy because your classes have already been set. So I can use the examples of Chem 103 and Chem 133, which are 2 commonly taken courses by the freshman class. By the way, it may also be in your interest to highlight the ones that were taking honors. So if you took both of these honors, and then all you do is you give the amount of credits that each course was. And you can see at the bottom here that the box will keep track of the total credit number for each semester. Now, my suggestion is, this is where you fill in the required courses for your major based on the recommended 4-year plans in your degree audit. And in that situation, it becomes pretty clear relatively quickly how much flexibility and where you have in pursuing other options, other minors, majors. Now, one final note is you should be mindful of your degree audit in tandem with that recommended plan from the department. If you have college credit from high school, for example, some of those recommended courses from the department plans have already been fulfilled, giving you more freedom and flexibility. I hope this presentation has been a useful guide for you. My email is jlinc@udel.edu. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. With that, this is Jeffrey Lin signing off. Take care.